Hey there, welcome back to my home. So, I did work out tonight. I was doing weights and doing some of the bicycle, but I figured it's not something that everybody wants to watch me huffing and puffing through my workout. But I did a good 45 minutes of working out between the exercycle and the weight training, and then some squats on the Bosa ball, and finished up with sit-ups. So it was a good night, and I got into the shower early, so I'm feeling good, and I'm just hanging out ready to rest for the evening. But I did want to get on here. I promised a little different content. So I know I've already talked to all about the issues I had with walking and how bad it had gotten and how I wasn't getting to do my favorite things. And I also did a live where I talked to you a bit about my emotional eating and my state of mind and how that was driving me into comfort foods and overeating and not wanting to do anything. But I think I've also had one about this, but I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to talk about my work. Basically, I felt like I didn't have time. I was waking up in just enough time to get myself ready to go across the hall and start my job. And once I sat down at my job, I had one meeting after another. So I didn't have time to make a healthy breakfast. I didn't have time to pick good options for lunch. Because I was working more than 8 hours, I was not always having time to make dinner. So we were doing fast things, easy things, takeout things. Takeout is terrible for you. I know it's nice and it's convenient, but this is not good food. But anyway, that was what I was stuck in. I didn't have the time to do that, and I kept telling people that I didn't have the time to work out, and I didn't have the time to go for a walk, and that when I was done with work, I was so burnt out and tired that all I wanted to do was sit down on the couch, watch some TV before I passed out in bed. So I wasn't living. I definitely was not living. And when I call myself a hope dealer, it's because starting this program, I don't think I expected it to work as easily as it did or as well as it did. And yeah, I was amazed. Just the fact that I didn't have to make as many decisions anymore. I have a wide variety of selections of things to eat, but I have easy options to make good choices. And my good choices can sit right there next to my desk where I can grab it. When I get stuck on a conference call, it's right there. When something happens, when a call went long and it's getting past the time when I'm supposed to eat, the food is right there. So I don't have to think. My only thought is, which flavor do I want right now? So getting healthy meals became easy. I was able to stop eating chocolate and stop eating potato chips and stop eating white bread with peanut butter and jelly, and get myself to easy, healthy, good options. And because of how much water I drink, you get extra exercise anyway, because I have to go to the bathroom every hour. Not because I have any bladder problems, but because I'm drinking over 120 ounces of water a day. So I am constantly up and down to the bathroom, walking across the house to get to the bathroom. So that just adds steps and movement and standing and giving you that alternating between sitting and standing and sitting and standing. And as I became stronger and as I had more and more energy, I started adding squats in when I was supposed to sit. I would have my headsets on, the phone call would be going, and I might do 5 to 10 squats before I sit down. And I think I've told you all before that I have resistance bands at my desks. So if I'm just sitting there and I need to sit there, I need to have hands on the keyboard, I can be doing resistant band stretches with my legs so that I'm still doing something. But really it was this option of the food that made it really easy. And now that I only had to cook one meal a day, I really looked forward to planning what that meal was going to be. Again, wide variety. I post my recipes up here, and you can see I eat a lot of different things. So it made it easy. If I didn't have that, I probably would not have stuck with it, because I wanted the variety. I wanted something different. And when I started, my boyfriend was not on the plan, but he loved all the lean and green recipes. So he was eating what I was eating, and he was liking it. So we both got off of carbs. We both cut out the potatoes and the rice and the bread. And after I had been on it for a few months, he also decided that he was going to try it. He only needed to lose like 10 pounds, if that. But once he got on program and he saw how the inflammation went away and muscles started to look defined again, and how easy it was for him to lose 10 pounds. Now, granted, the weekend where he went on the program, he was outside digging garden beds for us to grow some vegetables in. And then after the garden beds, he was building our chicken coop, because we now have 4 chickens. So, he was doing a lot of heavy lifting and physical work. But yeah, it took him like 2 weeks to drop 10 pounds. So, but he stays on the Maintain program now, and he still eats all the meals with me. So, he wasn't doing it in the beginning, but he was a supporter. And now he's doing it. Granted, he gets some better snacks than I do, some better fuelings, but that's okay. I will be there soon enough, and get some of those yummy ones. Well, they're all yummy, but yeah, it's just fun to know that there's something that I can still look forward to, that's going to be a taste change for me. And but yeah, I mean, that was another major issue for me, was time. And I gotta tell you, once you start focusing on your sleep, and once you start focusing on fueling your body better, and you start getting healthy, you automatically get more energy. And when you have more energy, you do work more efficiently. And once you work more efficiently, you do find more time. So now I have no problem, when I'm done at work, jumping up and heading out to the kitchen to cook a meal, and then heading back to the computer to take a training class that's going to make me a better coach. And when my coach came to me and she said, "Doris, what do you think about coaching?" It wasn't time so much that I was worried about, but it was spreading my heart too thin, because I still care for my mom. She's not in the house with me. She's in a senior center, but I make sure that she's got food and snacks, and I make sure to take her out every weekend, and I call her to talk to her. So it's still something that I have to worry about, and I'm handling the finances and paying everything. So making sure her medical bills are covered and her rent is covered and everything is taken care of. And then I also had my brother living with me, and I hate to say he's an alcoholic, and he does not take care of his health. And he had quit his job and was just sitting on my back porch drinking every day. And I could not be working as hard as I work and watch him just doing nothing and wasting away. So I couldn't stretch my heart anymore, because I care. I care about everybody that I talk to. I care about everybody that I've worked with. I care about everybody that I went to school with. I care about everybody in my family. I may not talk to you much, but I do really care about people. And a lot of things hurt my heart. And I just knew I couldn't stretch any further. But after I took care of my brother and after things got a little better with my mom, I had some time. And, maybe I'm stretching myself again, but I jumped into this coaching thing. And, it takes time. It takes a little bit of work. It doesn't just fall in your lap and be there. You have to care about it. You have to care about what you're putting out there on Facebook. You have to care about being available to the people you're coaching. You have to care about how to coach them, how to help them through this, how to get them to follow a program and hopefully have the results that I had. And so, that's a learning process in its own. And, sometimes people are not ready. And sometimes people will come back later when they are ready. Or maybe they won't. But, that's something you got to try. And I do have to get better at not just being with my heart. I have to get better at actually being a hard-ass coach sometimes. Because sometimes people need to be told, don't do that. But, it's something we work through, and it's something we get better at. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you and let you guys know where I'm coming from. So with that, I'm going to wish you all blessings, best of health to you all. I hope you are getting good sleep. I hope you are feeling happy and joyful. I hope that you have plenty of energy, you're feeling fulfilled and purposeful. And again, love you all. Night.